Okay, so I connect with nature predominantly through surfing, but it's kind of the entire experience from just being in touch with, what the elements are doing, the swell and the tide and the movement of sand. As the quality of surf is really determined by the bathymetry. So surfers have really good reasons to pay attention to nature, the seasons, and you can watch the sand change at a particular surf break, and be the first one who realizes that the sand has accumulated in a certain spot to create a really good wave. You watch the weather maps to see what the swell's doing, and you notice the wind, and some days the surf might be terrible, and then at some point you notice the wind has blown offshore. These clouds are currently moving that way, which means the wind is probably offshore. So if I was at home, I'd be noticing things like that. And where I live in northern New South Wales, I walk through a forest to the beach, and then I notice the bird song in the morning. There's often I don't know if they're the same kookaburras, but I assume they're the same kookaburras, who might herald my passage through the forest. And then I come out of the forest onto the beach, and every morning I am just awestruck by the beauty of this environment I find myself in. And where I usually surf, there's often dolphins, and so I'll find myself paddling out. And I mean, surfing's remarkable. Every single time I paddle out into the ocean, I just feel this great sense of gratitude, and it's such a sort of sensual experience, just moving through the water, and yeah, duck diving waves, and then sitting out the back and looking out to the horizon and contemplating, all these subtle shifts in the shades of blue that might indicate an incoming swell, and trying to position yourself to catch one of these waves when it arrives. And then a dolphin leaps out of the water, or there you can see seabirds that kind of ride the updraft off ocean swells as they come in. So yeah, it just is such a lovely thing to do. It makes me feel deeply joyful, really grateful. It's really good for me physically, just the physical exercise, and really good for me mentally. Um, and I think it's one of the most delightful things you can do as a human on planet Earth, really.